I met the singer Mike about a year ago during their band night at the Casimir in Liverpool. He sorted me out with 2 free tickets because I was going through a bit of a rough patch at the time, and he sorted me out with a few free tickets, so I went down. It wasn't the first time I'd heard them, but I was a little bit intrigued by the sound, so I sort of kept tabs on them all the way through their career really. They've only been going for 2 years now, but they've done quite a lot in a short space of time. So when they planned this UK tour up and down the country, me and my mate were planning on going to all the dates just as fans, and Mike asked me if I wanted to go to the Manchester date, the closest one by, but luckily I got asked did I want to come down on the bus with 2 of me, with the rest of the band, and with that I got asked would I work it as well on short notice, and luckily enough I did a good enough job. There was quite a few. It was nice pulling into the venues, and after we've been travelling for a few hours on the bus and being a little bit cooped up on the bus, music a little bit too loud maybe, a little bit tired eyes, tired legs, and just really wanting to get out and play a show, but we got through a lot of it. And so when we saw the venues and we got in the room for the first time, and when we were all set up, just that little, about an hour or so before the show began, just before the doors open, you get the first few people through the door. I think that was the most, that was a high point, that people were actually turning up. I met a lot of interesting people along the way, most notably in Newcastle at the Clooney gig. We met a Colombian girl who spoke very, very broken English, but we managed to sort a conversation out with her, and at the end got invited down to a club night in Newcastle, but sadly we couldn't find the venue, and instead me and Mike ventured into the town and found probably Newcastle's worst karaoke bar imaginable. Probably at the end, despite not being in the band or being associated with them in any way, a girl from France, Valentina, who was in Glasgow with us, asked me if I'd sign her vinyl, which was a bit of an interesting one because she'd asked the rest of the band and then seemed disappointed when I didn't sign it, so when she asked me would I gladly sign it to her as well, then gladly obliged, which was a bit of a high point that I was recognised on the night as well. Probably the only low point was waking up in the travel lodges, hung over to hell, a lot of sore heads, tired eyes again, and eating travel lodge food, just rubbish, junk, won't recommend it to anyone. Two of my friends luckily were joining the bands on the tour, so I was a lot closer with them. Edgar Jones, who's just released his new album. I've known Edgar for about a year and a half now. He played Manchester and he played Liverpool with us, and it was just great sort of hanging out with one of your heroes who, it's still a buzz that he knows my name, and he talks to me every now and then, and we've sort of been on the same stage together and stuff now, so that was nice. Paul Malloy at the Zootons and the Stands, another one of my favourite bands. He came and did the Manchester and the Liverpool show with us, which was absolutely storming when he came on stage, and it was nice to see Paul again, 'cause he's a tough fella. I know that there's plans in the new year for them to play a few dates, but whether or not I'll be invited on that is a whole different thing altogether. There's been a few along the years. The Wicker Whispers are who I've been involved with the most intimately. I've done some work with the Lars, the Sums, Digsy's band, Paul Malloy, The Stands, the Zootones, Edgar Jones have helped Edgar along the way. The Sundowners, they were ones to look out for. Gary Bandit, I was hoping to make his solo record for a while. But Lee Mavers, I think, was the one where we all wanted to get that one right, and sadly we never. So hopefully we'll get another shot at that.
Okay, thank you for taking the time to be interviewed by me.
Thank you very much, Gerald, for your time.
Schmidson, the sexiest man on TV, or behind TV.
He's got a face for radio.
See you later.